George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the sorting ceremony, and Petunia's going to find out where she belongs.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Okay, so how do we get into Slytherin here? I can't wait to start classes. I can't wait to explore. Classes seems like, well, she wants knowledge. Both of these are sort of true. But classes feels like a bit of a goody two-shoes answer.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Daring, curiosity, loyalty, ambition. Absolutely ambition.
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
The sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting you into your house. Slytherin house, known for cunning, ambition, and a hunger for power. Except...
You belong in Slytherin!
Wonderful.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Let's go.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Let's go see who our dorm mates are going to be. Oh, no, we'll just fast forward through to the next morning. Fair enough. I take it that Slytherin has a distinct green theme.
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Quest started. Welcome to Hogwarts. I need to head to my common room. Sounds as though there are some voices coming from nearby. Perhaps I should follow them. Well, a pretty good assumption to make. So, we've managed to get into the house of our choosing, the house of ambition, of power, of greed, perhaps some might say, and we're going to make every opportunity count. We're going to get as much power as we can, learn as many spells as we can, and we're going to see if we can follow this path laid out by those fuddy-duddies from 400 years ago and get our hands on whatever that magic power is. Let's take a quick look around the room. Looks like there's a few things we can take a look at here. We can eat an apple. All right, well, that's not the most exciting thing that's ever happened, but okay. We have a wardrobe here. There's a broom. Doesn't look like we can actually interact with much of anything. So let's head outside and meet our common room friends. Where are we going here? Where's the door? Okay. So I guess there's just a lot of kind of... We're in fifth years, I see. So there's different rooms for each year. And presumably it grows large enough to house however many students need to be inside. It is a magic castle, after all.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
All right.
With you. Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
They're lucky they didn't end up as Dragonfin, like that poor man from the Ministry.
Lots of
Did you see
gossip.
the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Can't imagine starting a new school this.
Let's introduce ourselves to a few people.
That is not helpful. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was exciting.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to
Deception, I
press.
love it.
You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Let's be a little bit nosy. Let's pry a little bit.
What book were you reading?
A spellbook I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
All right, Sebastian Sallow. Keep that in mind. He knows some magic that we aren't going to get taught in school, or he's looking for it. So we definitely want to maintain that relationship. What happens if we try to cast a spell in here? There's no hue and cry, no teachers come running, we don't get demerits. Okay, fair enough. Let's find these other two we're supposed to introduce ourselves to.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Okay, so a little bit of a braggart, a little bit of a know-it-all. I think we'll indulge ourselves in a little arrogance here, just to set the stage, make sure this girl doesn't overstep her boundaries with us.
We handled it, and I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
And then we should ask her about wizard chess, too.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Okay. I think we've got a feeling for who she is.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
It's Petunia. You could say my name. Rude. Who's left? Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I take it he is not able to see. Let's revel in our notoriety a little bit. Let's establish ourselves as someone who, you know, is going to stand out and take the lead and is not ashamed of it.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Let's see. It's interesting he said we're in the right house. Let's ask him about that.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
That's interesting. I'm not sure where she would fall on the racist, not racist scale, you know, about purebloods and whatever. I think for her, she would probably lean into whatever would be most convenient to manipulate whoever she's talking to in a given moment. I don't think she particularly cares. If a pureblood can get her power, or a mixed blood can, either way, she'll follow that road. And let's follow up on the mermaids here.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Okay.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Oh, thank you, girl with no name. We'd better get to class, I suppose. The teachers must have something to teach us. Let me look at the mini-map here. She's over here. Okay. Actually, if we take a quick look around, we've got a roaring fireplace. Some mounted deer heads, it looks like. Plenty of refined paintings and murals, comfortable chairs, grand staircase that leads up to the rooms. Okay. Pretty nice digs here in Slytherin. I'm sure we'll learn more about the house and the castle itself as time passes. She's just zooming up these stairs. Hold on. There we go. All right.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Okay. Well, what is that glorious-looking chest? House chest. All right.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Okay.
Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Kelpie statue. From the guide pages. This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long-maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. I got 80 experience points. You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Okay. Collect field guide pages in Hogwarts, 1 of 2. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points. Let's open the field guide. This is your wizarding level. Experience earned from challenges increases your level and power. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select field guide pages to continue. Collect 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts, 1 of 2. Gear appearance reward, Hogwarts Regalia Spectacles. Each challenge has tiers, special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you've unlocked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
This snake had moved. Oh, it was the entrance door. Right. Okay. You could move a little faster, Professor. I wouldn't be upset.
Ah, good. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay, you've discovered a Flue Flames fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered Flue Flames. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the House Commons rooms and the Great Hall. Select the Grand Staircase region to continue. In this view, you can see the Flue Flames available in that region. Green flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own House Common Room. Gray Flue Flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Seems pretty straightforward. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the Astronomy Tower, Library, and Greenhouses. Select the Library Annex region to continue. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall Flue Flames for you. Use the right stick to rotate the map, and fast travel to the Central Hall Flue Flames with X.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
There's a flying
Always
page.
something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My sister will be home for the holidays.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Okay. Let's ask about the classes. Now, I think with our professors, we'll be a little bit more careful in revealing just how ambitious and power-hungry we are. So, instead of going straight into dark arts, we'll ask about charms first, since she mentioned it first.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
And the second thing?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Okay, and you also talked about Hogsmeade. What is that?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Do I have money? Am I supposed to, where's my money supposed to come from to buy all this stuff? All right, well, we'll figure that out later.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
Oh, good. Extra work.
Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
So what do we do here? I don't think we particularly want to tell her. I don't think we want what we discovered to be common knowledge. Do we lie to her? This is a dark playthrough. I think we just straight up lie to her face.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Yes,
and
all right.
Invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
I think internally she's rolling her eyes like, yes, I get it already. But she has to bow and scrape to the professors a little bit. Let's talk to Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You did, sir.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now.
This guy knows what's up.
Where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. This symbol, the yellow shield icon, represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant experience. Some quests are locked by spell or level requirements. They show a padlock. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as quest rewards. Track a quest with A to continue. So we've got two here, Charms class and Defense Against the Dark Arts. I guess we can do them in the suggested order for now. The field guide map shows Professor Ronan's class is in the astronomy wing. His castle is enormous. I may need to use the charmed compass, the up button on the D-pad, in the field guide to help me find the way. Go to Charms class, reward Accio. Now wait a minute, do I have to choose? I think I can do both of these, right? But the reward for defense is Levioso. I probably need both of these. Let's track this quest.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to learn everything you're willing to teach us, for sure. Okay, quest complete. Welcome to Hogwarts. Charmed Compass, new item unlocked. Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking.
Revelio.
Is there anything for this giant central fountain? No, but that did something. Oh, that's the path. Right, so I turn it on and the little Okay, so that's the tracking thing. What is this over here? What do you have to say?
Something in there. I just know it.
Lenora Everlay.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a Revelio, but let's ask her.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
So is there a way to tell what year somebody is?
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Yeah. Well, she said she had some success with Lumos, so let's start with that.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
So there's like a fat guy in a robe with two pots near a stairwell? Okay.
I never know what to say when I write.
Not down there.
It's still as dull as when you were in school.
Huh. Is it perhaps in one of these side alcoves over here? Near these stairs? No. Fat guy with two pots. I don't see. And what is that flying?
Revelio.
Something is jingling. Yeah, there's a... Oh, here it is. Here's the fat guy with two
Looks like
pots.
the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
Okay.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Ah, fun. And there's a few other things over there. Okay, so little side quest before class never hurt anybody, right? Now what do I do? Return the moth to the painting.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
And we got a field page guide. Let's collect that. You have uncollected rewards available in the challenges menu. Challenge complete, collect field guide pages. So that was a field guide page. Oops, okay. I guess this is how we slot different spells into our right trigger menu as we learn them. But right now we only know Lumos, or Lumos, okay. Let's go into the field guide here. Challenges, quests, map, owl post is locked, settings, collections, talents, inventory, and gear. Well, let's go into challenges here. Let's look at field guide pages. Completed. And then the next one is 8 more. So can I actually read the field guide pages or not? We've got the regalia spectacles, I suppose. Collections, maybe? Appearances, Revelio pages. Here's one of 150. I thought we collected another one there. For the, Is there another one we collected somewhere? We have some dark stuff I got from pre-order. So I don't know where the little butterfly thing went. I guess it doesn't actually have a page. It's just a thing. Nothing in our inventory. I suppose we could work on our gear, but let's not do that right now. We could save. What else do we have here? Oh, other options. Right. Okay. Well, let's go to class. Fun little side quest, but and there's some other things to explore over there. But for now, let's go to class. So if I hit Oh, wait, it's changed what it's tracking for me. Now it's saying talk to Lenora Everlay. So if I go back in here... Ah, I see. So now I have 3 quests, and because I started this one, I should let Lenora Everlay know that I've solved the mystery of the painting. It sort of auto-tracked it. Open quest log. Yes. Okay. Well, since she's standing right there, and we solved it 15 seconds after speaking with her, we might as well finish this.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Figure it out yourself. I just wanted to brag.
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora.
Surely you jest.
You should have worked it out on your own.
You have nerve. Especially since I'm the one who told you about it in the first place. Imagine solving a riddle that I mentioned and then not telling
Oh, this is gonna be a fun playthrough.
Infuriating know-it-all.
Okay. Very, very, very fun. Sorry, Melda, but you should be able to figure it out if you think hard enough. You were halfway there. Come on, it's not that tough. All right, so now let's go retrack our charms class here. Let's see, which one is it? It's this one? No, that's defense. Track the quest, then hit up to get guided, and follow the little flying dove thingy. Oh, that's fun. An animated picture.
Revelio.
Do you have a field guide page? What is this?
What are you up to now?
How do I interact with this?
Lumos.
Ignatia Wildsmith. Okay, oh, that's a flu. That's a flu, got it. I think we already had that. He's playing music and everything. He's gonna, like, look at this guy's face. He's gonna burst into Wonderwall any second now. Or your body's a wonderland, right? Okay. Let's go to class. Let's stop messing around. We've got to pretend we're goody two-shoes for Professor Weasley, so she doesn't get on our case. I don't know what that was, but let's ignore it for now. One thing that's a bit odd, you don't, like, interact with the doors, you just walk into them. Oh, here's another flu.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
That's the same one, so...
Revelio.
Are you considered to be... Like, do I have you now? If I... Hold on. I need to select the astronomy wing. So, the one that I'm standing next to, yeah, is unlocked. But I don't know if it was because I set Revelio on it, or just because I, like, walked next to it. So I'll have to figure that out. Let's get inside our classroom here. Oh, there's a lot going on. There's a kitty cat. Oh, she's friendly.
What do you want? Let us keep our...
Is that a ghost? Okay, this place is crazy. Are we going up this staircase? Okay. There is a lot to explore here. So far, the castle is definitively not empty. It has a lot of character. So, we'll definitely be exploring a little bit more later. But I do want to kind of follow the initial storyline here and get to class and see what that's about.
Professor Weasley must be exhausted doing her job as well as everyone.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to go back to the lesson.
What do we do now that we're here? Oh, we have to actually begin the quest. Okay.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay, let's learn Accio.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okay. Now what are we doing here?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Okay.
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now,
Okay.
I could keep talking about theory all day, but
You've been talking all day.
he's the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Okay, so we hold RT, press the assigned button to cast Accio and pull the target closer, press the button again to cease casting the spell.
Excellent. Don't lose your composure.
Okay.
Very good. Not to worry.
Now, do I let go of... I'm pressing the button again, but... Oh, I have to let go of the trigger. It did not really accurately explain it, but you let go of the trigger. You don't press the button again.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do we take turns or what? Is it timed?
Be sharp.
All right, that's pretty good.
That is how it's done. Here.
Ah, I was close.
To the best of us.
Let us see.
Oh, we're gonna lose. I wonder if we can knock her ball off. Hold on.
There we go.
No. I tried, but I didn't have enough force to it. So we can't win unless I don't think knocking it off would remove her anyway, but let's do a full force here. Did she lose points? She did lose points. So you can knock somebody's off, but I managed to knock my own off at the same time.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Try it again.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Okay.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now.
We definitely need to focus on trying to knock her balls off. That's the dark play, right? Let's see. Can I get this to work? Ooh, fun. Okay, never mind. I'm still pulling it too far. Man, she's got a lot of strength on her pull. I think Natsai's go a little bit slower. See that? Yeah, they go a little bit slower. All right, let's try again.
That is how it's done.
Let's try and knock hers off here, if we can.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Oh, damn it. Ah, the stupid box got me.
Here we go.
Knock her off, knock her off. No. Okay. Well, one last chance here. When do I want to do this? I think right after the closer one passes to the right.
Watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Ah, too bad.
Very good.
Well, feels bad, man. I wanted to win, but I think if I hadn't missed that moving box on the second pull,
both of
I
you.
might have done it.
Well
but-
done.
Oh well. At least we learned the spell.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I don't think she likes being... I think she would perceive that as like pity or being talked down to, even though obviously we know it's coming from a very genuine, kind place. I don't think she would like that.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Let's see. Wagadu? I've never heard of that.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Does she have a little bit of ethnocentric pride? Does she think Hogwarts has to be the best? Maybe.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word,
magia on
if you
humans,
would.
if you're so inclined.
Oh, there's a student over there.
You'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Our Slytherins are chatting about God knows what.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay, there's our charms class complete. Halfway through our first day here, and guys, I'm going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll head over to our Defense Against the Dark Arts class and then find out about our extracurricular activities and see what else Hogwarts has to offer. But until then, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the game so far. I think it's got a lot of charm so far. It's a lot of polish. And I'm interested to see where the story goes and how much it's going to allow me to roleplay this idea I have for this dark, power-hungry young witch, this Petunia Penniless, who wants to become stronger for reasons that are perhaps not well defined quite yet, but which I think will become clear with time as we progress through the story. Anyway, that's going to be it for this time, so until next time, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you then. Take care.